Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Alma, Missouri, US. This is by Celebuki. It is 887.63 megabytes to download for all platforms. I'm going to start off by reading the description, then we're going to go ahead and get into it. So it says, welcome to Alma, Missouri. This map is based on the small, beautiful town of Alma in the state of Missouri, US. The vast majority of buildings, residential and commercial, on the main street are modeled after real buildings found in the city, as well as traffic signs and street markings. Of course, due to the gameplay, some things have been changed and some have been added, but the feeling of a small American town has been retained. On the map, you will find the following: 3 pre-placed farms, the main one that belongs to you at the start, and 2 that in order to use it, you have to buy the land first. Main farm with starting vehicles and equipment will have a cow barn, horse stables, sheep barn, and 3 fields. You have 42 farmlands, 41 fields from small to big, 5 fields with grass missions, 1 small forestry site, a BGA that will not produce electricity but will produce methane that you'll be able to collect and sell to the local gas station where methane sell point is placed. Traffic, pedestrians, Missouri license plate, custom crop calendar, a train that will take your goods to Sedalia. That's a train sell point. And then let me scroll down here a little bit more. There's a lot on here. Productions available: sawmill, dairy, tailor shop, pizzeria, ketchup production, popcorn factory, corn dryer that will dry your corn into dry corn, which you will be able to sell or send to the grain mill to produce fine corn flour, and which you will be able to sell or use in the local bakery. To dry the corn, you will need propane gas, which you can buy at the gas station. Grain mill, bakery with 3 new products: cornbread, sweet cornbread, and pumpkin pie. Placeable greenhouses with new fruit pumpkins. Added 2 liquid trailers for transport of methane and propane, and you can find it in the miscellaneous category. If sugar production is not for you, you can buy sugar pallets in the local store, but at a much higher price. Selling stations are the grain sell point, diner restaurant will take your production goods, methane sell point, bale sell point, and the train sell point. Additional items on the map include soybeans will grow in rows and produce straw, Benji FS maize textures, 3 new crops: rye, peas, and alfalfa. Alfalfa has been implemented into the animal feed. Added 3 placeable silo bunkers that will accept alfalfa and dry alfalfa. Swathing system thanks to BC Bueller Farms, who allowed me to use their add-on. And in order to use this system to work best for you, you should use their mods that are designed for this. There's also a working car washing station in the town. That's awesome. Change the weather conditions a bit, so winters will be with a lot of snow. Background textures change as the seasons change. I wish you a lot of fun on this map. Sorry, I just scrolled down a little bit more there. That's cool. That is for all platforms. It's very cool. So here we are. I'm going to fast forward time just a little bit. We're in new farmer mode here. I just want to make sure we have a nice, good, bright view of the map as we go around it here. So if we go into the menu, you've already seen a little bit of the map here. So where are we at? We are somewhere. We're up over here with our little XUV, which is great. So what actually we'll probably do, makes it kind of sets it up for a map tour. We'll drive down, look around here, come over here, and then take a look over here. So again, there are some other farms. I'm assuming that this is farm 1 and 2, and then well, maybe 1 here, and then that's another one, and that's another one there. You can't buy some of the land on the outside there, but most of it you can buy. It looks like you just can't buy. Well, you can buy most of the town, just like that chunk you can't buy maybe, but the rest of it, for the most part, looks like you can buy. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. That's good. Obviously, we have 2 new crops: alfalfa, peas, and rye, which is great. If we go to the crop calendar, it's a custom crop calendar, so make sure you pay attention to that if you're playing with seasons on. If we go down here, we have a lot of new things in here. So we have peas, obviously, rye, dried corn, because you can make dried corn now, alfalfa hay, soybean straw, which is great, propane, corn flour, fine corn flour, cornbread, sweet cornbread, pumpkin pie, popcorn, butter popcorn, ketchup, pumpkin, pizza, and that is everything. So quite a few new kind of productions in here. Nothing too crazy compared to what we've seen in the past, but it's nice to have a few added touches to this map that work for this area. Quite a few pieces of starting equipment. We'll take a look at that in the store in a second. We started with $100,000 in new farmer mode, no starting loan. We do have a cow barn, sheep barn, and horse stable starting out, just as mentioned in the description. There are contracts in the fields you do not own, no production chain starting out, and no collectibles is what it looks like on here. I'm just going to turn that off so that doesn't bug me. And then we'll go down here and I'll turn that off as well, because that'll help me out. But yes, so this is the map. What we are going to do is we're going to, if I can go back into the menu, we are going to drive down here, as I said, and then work our way around this way. So there are some new production chains on here as well. I do want to take a look at those as we are driving through. So I'm going to add in some extra money for us. I also would like to, if we go back into here as well, buy the farm. So we take a look at those. I think that's one of them. Yep, that's going to be one of the farms there. And then I'm pretty sure that's going to be the other one. Yep, that looks like it. Okay, so we found all the farms, so that's great. We'll buy the production chains as we go through and take a look at things and drive around. We'll take a look at our starting equipment as well in the store once we get to the starting farm. So let's just go ahead and start taking a look at some things. Get ourselves out on the road here. This does not go super fast, so I might actually, once we get to the town, I might upgrade for a faster vehicle. I think that'll be fine. I think we have, where's the store at? Yeah, this will be perfect for driving around the town and take a look at some stuff. But yeah, once we get to the store, we'll go ahead and just purchase a vehicle. We might as well do it while we're on our drive here. Let's just go ahead and purchase us a truck so we can go a little bit quicker. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, here we go. Nice American speed limit signs there. I like that. And it says city limits right there. I like that. Turn on our little mini map there. So nice little roads. This looks, it looks really American-esque, which makes sense. And it's really well done. I love it. So a lot of good details. I think this is going to be a pretty popular map, despite some of the fields being, I know some of you guys are going to complain about the field shapes. Obviously, if you're on PC, just throw course play in there. Consoles, you might have a little bit trickier time getting some of these fields worked with workers, but I think a lot of you guys are really going to enjoy this map. I think it's going to be a good mix for people. So, okay, let's pull over here. I'm going to hop out. Right here we have our, if we go into our menu, zoom in over here since we're going through the town. We have ourselves a ketchup production. The other side we have the popcorn factory. So ketchup production here. I like that. Got a little ketchup icon there, which is great. If we go in here, yep, we're going to buy that. $40,000. We're putting tomatoes and water in to get ketchup out. So that checks out pretty good there. That makes sense. Let's run back to our vehicle. Again, this isn't a productions tutorial, but I just want to take a look at what we can make and everything on the map. So I think that's going to be worthwhile. And then here we have the popcorn factory, which shares a building, pretty much. Yeah, shares a building with the ketchup people. But you can buy it separate, looks like, so that's nice. $60,000 for the popcorn end of things here. So for popcorn, you can put dried corn in to get your popcorn. And then if you want butter popcorn, dried popcorn, or dried corn, excuse me, and butter to get your butter popcorn. So there you have it. Now, just next door here, we have a couple things going on. So we have ourselves a methane selling station, and we have the gas station point there. Now, you can buy propane, so this looks... Now, this is just going to be for selling it, I would bet. There's got to be a propane purchase point. Maybe not, though. But the other thing I want to take a look at, actually, while we are in the store here, let's go down here and take a look at the different customized things. So again, they said they added the sugar pallet, and then we have our 2 tankers that can haul the methane and the propane, all that good stuff there for us. So that does have a little propane tank there, but I might be reading too far into that. That might be where you buy it. I'm actually going to go off on a limb here and say that we are at the place where you would buy your propane, just based on that little propane tank there and that big one over there. So I think that we're onto something there. But there you are. It's got to be where you buy it. Got to be. The guy looks confused outside of his house there. But anyhow, we'll keep driving along the way here. So just as we're driving here on the right-hand side, we have our animal dealer and the livestock bale sell point. So those are just going to be on the right-hand side here. There those are back there. Go across the railroad here. So across the railroad, over here we have obviously our train stuff going on. And we also have a grain sell point right over there. So grain sell point, that's that one we're looking at right there, just in that building. And then just behind is going to be all the railroad stuff. They also have the railroad storage silo, which again is going to be associated with the railroad. So, and then on the left-hand side, we have the dairy and the bakery. So that's these 2 buildings here. I think the bakery is going to be the entrance going to be on the back. And this looks like a main street in a small American town. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and buy the dairy. All right, butter, cheese, chocolate. Everything's pretty standard there. That's what I figured would be. But the bakery should have some new items for us. So, and again, here's that grain sell point, and then obviously the railroad stuff's just in the back there. But bakery, it might just be the building over. Am I just crazy? Yeah, no, this is the garage. Oh, here's the bakery. It's on the next corner, of course. Silly me. Buy the bakery, $60,000. Go in here, take a look. So obviously bread we know about. Cornbread, though. We have corn flour and butter to make cornbread. Pumpkin pie. We have a nice recipe here with pumpkins, which is one of the new crops, which you can get in the greenhouse. Sweet cornbread. You have fine corn flour plus butter and sugar to get yourselves your sweet cornbread, which sweet cornbread sounds fantastic, actually. Okay, back to the menu here and make sure we're not missing anything. The right-hand side, we have the diner restaurant right there. Sell point's going to be just in the back of it. There's our train rolling through town right now. Love it. This really does look like a nice little American town. I want to live here, darn it. There's our pickup because we bought it at the vehicle shop. We have the pizzeria, the tailor shop coming up on the right-hand side. And then what do we have around the back? The grain mill there, which should have some fun stuff there. So we'll go take a look at that as well. Okay, so, yep, up here we have the pizzeria and the tailor shop. So if we stop here, We obviously have the vehicle shop and the repair trigger right across the way here. So vehicle shop, repair trigger, which we can just, let's park this out of the way or it's going to cause some issues. Yeah, the sidewalk, that's close enough. Good enough. All right, let's buy ourselves the pizzeria. All right, pizzeria 70, or tailor shop, excuse me, that was tailor shop here. Standard, nothing crazy about the tailor shop. Pizzeria, purchase that, take a look here. So to make pizza, we need some flour, some cheese, and some ketchup. So there we go. Ketchup's going to double as your tomato sauce for this one as well, it looks like. But there we go. So, make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, corn dryer and stuff's back here. Let's take a look back here. So, corn dryer. So if we purchase this, corn dryer works as a production point. 1,000 corn, 50 propane to get you 1,000 dried corn. So there you go. You have that right there for you. And then just over here, what do we got going on here? If I can get, there we go. Grain mill. Get in here for the grain mill. Obviously, we have wheat, barley, oat, and sorghum flour. Now we have corn flour and fine corn flour. So corn flour is made from taking corn and making it into flour, and the fine corn flour is made from dry corn. So those are your different ways to get those productions rolling for you. But we're going to pick up our pickup truck. And if we go to the map here, we have taken a look at everything down here. So we're going to drive back down to the main road, and then actually we'll just drive around this way and then cut down here. We'll pass by. This one just has the old cow barn on it, and then we're going to head up that road there. So you're making progress, and then we should be able to start heading out towards our starting farm. You can see kind of that one of the farms just through the woods here, which we will be at there in a second. All right, now they do have, looks like cows already on here. So if we go into here, yeah, okay. So if you buy that that farm, this farm down here, it comes with 50 cows, which is pretty cool actually. I like that. So you can start taking care of some cows. So it's kind of, you're taking over that farm from whoever owned it previously, which is kind of fun. So I like that. We'll head up this way. It's kind of gravelly dirt road here. But yeah, there's that cow farm right there. So there's that, just some storage in there. You also have a farmhouse on it as well if you need to. Or if you need to use it, excuse me. But yeah, we'll head up over here. This should take us onwards towards the starting farm. We'll take a look at our equipment in the store that we start off with in new farmer mode. But yeah, map looks good. The ditches aren't too crazy either, so they shouldn't throw your workers off too bad if you're going to use workers and such like that, which is kind of nice. So a lot of you guys are worried about that a lot of times, so that's a good feature there to have. There's our starting farm coming up on the left here. All right, and here is the entrance to it. So I'm just gonna pull off the side here, hop out. So here we are. Let's take a look at what we start off in new farm mode. So in new farm mode, we have a Case Maxim CVX115. We also have a John Deere 6230R and a 4755. We have a nice big old Case axial flow harvester. We also have a grain header for that, as well as a corn header, which is nice. Oop, there we go. This you do not start with. I bought this, but you do start with the XUV. We do have a Branther trailer to start with. We also have a cultivator. We go Cokerling cultivator. Good Lord, that really threw me off there. A Pottinger Terrace M seeder direct drill. We also have a planter as well, decent sized Cavernal in there. We also have a couple mowers here, a Pottinger and a KUHN. We also have a nice a tedder there. We also have a windrower as well, though. And we have a baler, which is a baler wrapper, which is kind of nice to have. We also have a TMR mixer, and you can see that the new ingredients such as alfalfa is mixed into here as well, and some of the other crops, the peas are on there as well. Header trailer, and then we have a couple of belt systems, which I'm assuming are going to be for a silo that we have here. So here we have probably our sleep trigger. Yep, there's our sleep trigger at our house. Come up this way. Some storage over here. And we got ourselves our harvester in here with our Case tractor. Another headers around back here, header trailer as well. We'll shed some junk around here, but that's pretty typical of a lot of American farms, I feel like. There's just a little bit of junk and stuff that's kind of there. We got ourselves a couple of silos over here that we can use the belt systems for if we'd like to. Well, you have to use the belt system if you want to use them. Here's the rest of our equipment. It looks like pretty much all of it's in there. Let's back around this way, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, pretty much all of it we're getting here. We got a couple other pieces up here, I guess. Old John Deere and the TMR mixers over here as well. Where's our input for cows here? Oh, this might be it. No, this is probably for this. Yep, sheep barn there. And this, I think, is the cow barn. Yeah, so where is the input? There they are. 150 cows, and then it was 100 sheep, wasn't it? Yeah, 100 sheep. Okay, good. And over here's the horse stable, which is great. And you can put 16 horses in there. So nice. A great starting farm. I love that. What we are going to do is I think we're going to just hop. Well, you know what? There's just a couple things up here. We might as well just do our flyover now. I think that's what we'll do. And we'll just catch that stuff on the flyover. So here we are. Nice layout for the farm there. Nice, a lot of space, which is really typical of American farms. So a lot of nice space on there. Love that. Fantastic. Really well done. Okay, and then we're just going to head this way. Plenty of farmland on here. Obviously, the edge of the map is right here. It actually looks like it blends pretty well, which is nice. We work our way up the edge here. We have the biogas plant out here. We have the train that goes across. And then we have one of the other farm options down here, which is this guy right here. Which this farm up here has itself a silo, farmhouse, and a pig barn for you. So if you want to do some pig farming, that'd be the one. Then it cuts across this way. Nice little water feature there. A little kind of retention pond type thing going on. Road heads across the top here. Plenty of space in here as well. Plenty of fields and space. So a lot of that available. And then up over here, what do we got up here at the top? Did I miss this? I did. Sawmill's up here at the top. Totally missed the sawmill. Apologize about that. And then this is where we started off, was right up over here. Then we drove down into here, into the town, which the town looks great. Really well done. I like they did it kind of on the edge too with that background too, because it kind of makes like the town looks a little bigger than it actually is, which is great. And then obviously got our propane, all of our productions and everything through here. We got ourselves a train yard here, grain mill, corn dryer, all that good stuff's through here. So everything looks great. And then up over here, we have our cow barn, or a cow farm, or if you buy it, comes with some cows for you. And obviously just through the center of the map, we just have fields and the train goes through the center and everything's all good to go. But yeah, there it is, guys. That's Alma, Missouri, US. Really good map. I like that. Well, there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, or the follow button if you're watching on Facebook. But this has been Farmer Cop, guys. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.